Hello my YouTube friends, thanks for joining in today. Today I'm sitting in my tracker, and the other day I was talking about running some lights because I put a LED light bulb in here and it wasn't bright enough. And so anyway, I found these little bitty marker lights, and these little caps pull out, and I was able to run the wire from this is all hollow in here, all in this top piece right here. So anyway, I wanted some extra light in here, and man, it just wasn't bright enough once I put that LED light in there. And I looked around at other dome lights on Amazon, and I really couldn't find anything that looked good that would fit in that little piece right there. So I thought, well, man, maybe these little marker lights would work. I put one here because these little caps come out, right? And this is all hollow. So I put one on this side, and then I put one on this side over here. And so I thought, well, man, maybe that'll give me a little extra light, and it'll look kind of cool in there, you know? And so I'm gonna do another video at nighttime when I have all my LED lights on, so you guys can see how the progress is coming. But it's during the day and you won't really be able to tell how bright they are or whatnot. But I thought I'd get in here and talk about a little bit how cool it really turned out and how much I really like it, especially at night whenever I'm just parked somewhere or whatever. I turn on these lights, and they're hardwired in. And so what I did is come off of this one, and I fed it through here with a co-hanger. I got actually a piece of wire, and I tied a string on it and pushed it through till I saw it right here on this side, and then I tied a string on it and then pulled it back through. And so once I did that, and I was able to fish the wires, the positive and negative wire, through here into this side, and I tied in right here, and I went down this channel here. Actually, on the other side, I'm just showing you without, I don't have to turn my head, but I went down this channel all the way down, and I was able to go through this back panel. Let me show you. It's all dirty back here. I got my stuff, but anyway, I was able to come through here. Now, once I got right in here, my co-hanger wouldn't go down past that. And I was like, man, daggum, what am I gonna have to take this whole panel off just to look? So I did, and there's a piece of plastic in here that actually covers this where your seat belt goes through, and I was getting stuck right there with my wire. I couldn't go past that. So I ripped that piece of plastic out of there, and then I was able to get my wire all the way down, and I was able to feed the wires to down there, and then down underneath the carpet, up underneath the dash, into the switch. So once I got it to the switch, you know, it was pretty much smooth sailing. Then I went through the firewall with another wire, your hot wire, with a fuse on it to the battery. So when I hit this switch right here, these lights come on. I want you to check them out, man. They're really cool. So yeah, man. So they really, I know it's daylight and you can't tell, but at night they're really bright, and they really look good, man. It's really kind of cool. And I haven't taken the hard top off yet. It's just been too chilly and rainy and everything, but to see what these lights look like. But I have stepped behind the vehicle and looked inside, and man, they just look so tricked out. And when I'm going down the road, people are looking and whatnot at night and trying to figure out what's going on. But it's really cool, and I like it, and I suggest you guys do it to your little tracker to add some accent lights in here. So I've got just about all my little spaces taken up. This one right here, there's a cat. That cat's over there crying about something, but I got them all taken up. Now this spot right here, I'm actually gonna run my camera, my dash cam that I just got in. and I'm really excited about that. And I'm actually gonna show you the video that I'm gonna do on installing this, because I've got to take this off, right? Now, I got on YouTube and did a video already on this, and someone suggested that I put it in the middle, and I'm gonna take his advice on that. I'll probably put it right in this area, right there, just because I think it'll look really, really cool, you know, seeing equal sides. Now, I was gonna mount it right in here, somewhere in here, so I could see the screen while I'm, you know, going through the parameters and whatnot in the camera to go to the settings. But I'm thinking in the center somewhere, that way I really don't see it. My only question is if I need to call the people, because if I put it here, then I really won't be able to program it there, and because I won't be able to see the buttons and whatnot. So my biggest concern is, by putting it there and it's plugged into this GPS piece, and I want to navigate through the settings, I won't be able to see it to do so. So I would have to actually, you know, undo it, okay, pull it out of here. If I pull it out here, it won't have power if this is stuck up there, right? So this is powered by this one. So now they make another piece that it doesn't have the GPS, that I can take it off and program it and then put it back on it, because it plugs in and powers up on the side. It doesn't power up through this GPS piece. So my question to the people is, well, I mean, that pretty much settles it, you know. I don't know, you know, so many decisions about where to mount this damn thing. I'm sorry, this is one of those things I'm just having a hard time deciding. I want it in the center now, that way it'll pick up equal distance on both sides. Then if I don't want it too far down to obstruct my vision from anything either. So anyway, we're gonna go over all that. I'm still gonna contemplate and think about all that, man. I'm not 100% really. I do like the guy's idea of pulling this out. Look, it already wants to come out. Look, it's got these little teeth on it that's supposed to hold it, I guess, behind that. But there really is a lot of room to put it in there. Look, damn, what that comes out. Look, it does. It comes out a lot easier than it went in. That looks like it's got something on it different than down here. Oh shoot, man. That's what happened, man, when they put the window in. They lost all this rubber piece right there. That's why it's coming off. Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I might have to glue that in there or something. Anyway, we'll see when I get to it. But I don't have the cable. I went ahead and ordered the cable last night, the hard wiring cable. I'm excited about getting that. That should come in next week sometime. And when it does, I'm gonna actually do the install. Hopefully by that time, I'll know when and where I'm gonna put it on the window. But let me tell you guys, I was brainstorming last night when I was laying down, closing my eyes, and I thought, go ahead and order the suction cup thing for this. Because as you can see, I have a GoPro camera, and I love this GoPro camera, man. It's an older one, it's the 3 Plus, but it still films killer. So if you got it, it's still rock and rolls. But I was thinking about, now it has a suction cup, so I can put it on the window and be filming me on the inside, cruising to the beach or whatever, doing YouTube videos or whatever, talking about, you know, random stuff. But I thought, you know what, man? Being that I ordered another cable to this, a hard wiring cable, I can use the cable they sent me because it's super, super long. It plugs into this port right here on the cigarette lighter. I can run it down here, through here, underneath the carpet, back up the same way, back up here, okay? And I can I can come either through here or somewhere. This comes off, and I'm sure it has a little, I'm sure it has 2 screws that holds it up in there or whatever. But maybe I could come out the side of this or something with the wire, and then have this camera on a suction cup up here, man. And what's cool about that is you can turn. I could be filming this way, I could be filming behind me, I could be filming, and I can turn it. But I thought, man, that'd be kind of cool to have another camera hanging behind me like that. I don't know, man, that would be kind of cool, because you know it's going to pick up through the windshield. It's going to see. It doesn't have to be, the camera doesn't have to be right there where the lens is right up on the window to see out. You know, it would see out just fine mounted up here like this, looking out the window on a suction cup. And what's kind of cool is I can just turn it this way if I get pulled over, officers behind me or whatever. I don't know, man, there's just so many cool things that you can do to trick these little gadgets and whatnot these days to trick out your tracker. This video, I might name it tricking out my tracker. I don't know, man, I just think that's cool. Tricked out tracker. But anyway, it's so many neat little things you can do to these little cars. And everywhere I go, y'all, people say, I love your little car, I love your little car. And I tell them I do too. It's just been the funnest little ride. I've got a big 250 that I've been driving since 2003. It's nice. It only has 130,000 miles on it. I haven't pulled anything heavy behind it. But it's a nice truck. But when I go to park it somewhere in a parking lot, it's extended cabin. It's so long, I can't even park the daggum thing in a parking lot. And so anyway, that's my friend over there. And so I can't park the thing in a parking lot, but I get in this little thing right here, man, and I can park this little thing anywhere. I mean, it's just I can make one turn and whip it right in. But I love this little car, man, and I'm gonna do so much to it. I've thought about putting that tin in the back door, and I think I'm gonna do that. I took that back panel off, as I showed you guys the other day, and I think I'm gonna put a 10-inch woofer in it, and I'm probably gonna put some plywood, and I might stain it, or I might use the undercoat on it. I haven't decided how I'm gonna aesthetically make it look killer, but I think the tin will fit in the door. I have a Rockford Fosgate tin, and it's made for small airspace, so it doesn't require a whole bunch of airspace for the speaker to perform at its potential. And so I was thinking about getting the Rockford Fosgate 4-channel amplifier, and that way I could run my front speakers on it, the ones in the back on it, and then run my subwoofer on it as well in the very back, so I can run all sets of speakers. So anyway, here's my friend, man. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Maybe. Hey man, I'm filming. You're on YouTube.
Making a bed with that.
Yeah, man.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Oh man, I hope I did it in my camera. I'm good, man. I'm filming. I'm doing a little filming here. I'm talking about what I'm gonna do. Well, how does she look, man?
Yeah, beautiful.
You see my tires?
Oh man.
What?
With the white letters out. Come
or
on.
What?
I love it, bro.
I know. I've got to.
Hey, that little red HT.
Look,
is just the perfect
look.
highlight.
I gotta do a second coat. I gotta do a second coat, man.
That little red HT is the perfect highlight,
Isn't that
man.
killer, man?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
So everywhere I've been going, man, people have been saying, "Hey, I love your little car. I love your little car."
Off the chain.
So I paint. You hadn't seen it, but I painted the.
I saw the video.
Okay, I painted the bumpers.
Look at that.
Don't they look brand new, man?
Golly. Good.
It looks good,
really
man.
Looks good. It really
I mean,
looks good.
you've seen the
Well,
before,
look at the hair,
man.
Look at the hair.
Oh yeah, it's a wig, man.
I know it is. I know it is.
But isn't that cool, man?
Good to see you as always, sir.
I know. Where y'all going? Y'all going to work?
Look at us, some pots.
I got you.
Some pot.
Right. S with an S on the end. All right, man. So anyway, let me show you back here, guys. This is what I was going to talk about. My subwoofer back here. So I got to looking at it, and what I could do is my 10. Now if I take 1/2 inch or 1 inch plywood and I cut it out right through here and come through here, come through there in this section right here, then it'll come out a little bit further, about 1 inch further, and it'll give me even more space to get the magnet in there and the speaker inside this. And I thought I'd just stain it, or like I say, I'm gonna put undercoat all underneath in here, and it's nice and clean, man. I love how these trackers are. They have holes in the bottom of their doors like this and whatnot, so if water gets in it, it just drains out, and so nothing stays in there. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put undercoat in here, and it'll dampen. It's dampened material, and that'll just help the speaker, the sub, sound even better, man. So I'm gonna spray it all up in there. I'm gonna spray it all in there. Make sure I don't, you know, get it on my little clip so I can unclip everything. And then you know, cut my board out and mount my speaker. Now it has a nice little grommet right here where the wires go through, so I can come out with my speaker wires there and go through here, and I can probably pull this carpet up right in here and come underneath this panel right here and mount my amplifier back here. I can put my amp back here. I can have a 4-channel amp right in here, which, like I say, I'll run the front speakers, these Alpines in the back, and then the sub right here. Now keep in mind, man, when I pulled these panels off right here, and I probably want to make something better than this, but there's a nice big cavity right here in this. I can put 6x9s back here and have plenty of airspace to really hit hard. And so I might end up doing that. I'll probably get some 6x9 Alpines and take these 6.5s out. I could put these in the door. I mean, there's so many different options, man. I really want this baby to rock and roll. And so when I take the top off and I'm going down the beach, you know, once you take the top off, I've noticed you lose a lot of the sound. It doesn't hit as hard because the sound is escaping the vehicle, and it's just, you know, you lose a lot of the sound. So you need more power with a convertible. You need more power in your radio and your speakers for it to really sound loud. And I like all different varieties of music, so and I like to hit and sound good. So, man, part of being an audio engineer is you like sound, and you like it to sound good, and the quality and everything else, and you just like to turn it up sometimes, man. But anyway, those lights, those marker lights, look really, really good up there, and it's gonna look great. My bumper turned out really good. I'm really happy about everything, the way it's looking, and I just wanted to share this video with you guys, man. And you know what? If you haven't joined my channel yet, see if I can shut this. If you haven't joined my channel yet, you need to, because it's freaking gonna kill. I'm gonna kill it on this tricking my tracker out, man. As you can see, I kind of went around one time with my marker paint on my Cooper Evolution HTs, and but I got to do another coat. That's the first coat, so I'm gonna do another coat. And I found these little green little caps at AutoZone, and it matches the color of the tracker, so I had to get them little accents, put them on there. So I'm excited, man. She's looking really, really good. And like I say, if you haven't joined my channel, man, you need to, because I'm gonna be doing different videos on tricking out the tracker, and I'm just gonna name my videos Tricking Out the Tracker from now on, man. And I need to get a new what do you call it, window regulator, because when I roll up the window, See, it wants to go, the window doesn't want to go straight up. So either I need to get a new one, or I need some suggestion, guys, on what I need to do to fix that. I took the panel off the other day and looked at it and to see if some screws or bolts fell off as to why the window wasn't rolling up right. And everything looked okay, except there's a rod that comes down, and there's a plastic piece on each side, and that keeps it going straight up as you roll the window up and down. Well, the one on the bottom seemed a little pushed out, but if I was to push it in or hit it or anything, I didn't want to break it, and it didn't look like I could push it back in. So I don't know what happened, but let me show you what's going on. So I roll down, it rolls down okay, but watch when I roll up. See, it wants to kick that way, the window wants to go that way already. Makes it kind of hard getting it up. I start going up, the window's still going that way, and that's about as far as I can get it without having to push it that way. Get another crank, push it, get another crank, and then go all the way up with it. So something weird is going on with that. If you guys know what's going on and how I can fix that without spending $50 on another regulator, let me know. And but it's been good hanging out with you guys today on tricking out the tracker, and I will see you again, man. And I will be going over installing this camera. Hopefully I'll decide where I want to put it by then, but until then, we will see you again.